Hello everyone, welcome to Snacky Bones Food Review. Today I'm going to be trying some more Filipino snacks. I have here some ding dongs and some lobster crackers. These are both snacks that I bought from a Filipino store, since that is the theme this week. If you've been watching my videos, I'm trying specifically Filipino snack brands. And I've really been enjoying this. I think I'm going to be doing this more often, as having a week or two devoted to brands of Asian foods from a specific country. And I think in a couple weeks I'm going to do India, and I also want to try stuff from Singapore. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there to try. But anyway, I've been really enjoying reviewing these Filipino snacks. I'm going to get into these in a moment. However, I want to ask some of my viewers something that I am not very knowledgeable of. First of all, I've really been enjoying the comments. I've asked some questions to people who've lived in the Philippines or from the Philippines, and I've been learning a lot. So thank you to those commenters who've answered my questions, since I've never been there and I'm not really familiar with the culture. That said, when I was at the store, the Filipino store, I was really surprised by this product. It's called Placenta Classic, and it's a age soap, an anti-aging soap, as well as a skin whitening soap. And I felt that at least the cover of the box is kind of bizarre, because it says right on the box, it says stay young and stay white. And it surprised me because, I'm American, and I don't need to go into a whole lecture on American history, but let me just say this. I don't think that they would sell these at like an Albertsons or an American store because of our history. So I wanted to ask if this type of soap, if it's problematic at all in the Philippines, because for all I know, it could just be, a soap you use to, clear out some blemishes, whiten some blemishes on your face. There's nothing problematic about that. Or maybe in the Philippines, it's just whatever. Some people want to be whiter than others. However, I did look up an article, and I know that colorism is an issue in China, and but I didn't really know that it was an issue in the Philippines. And I saw in this article, and the person who wrote the article was talking about how these products like this, whitening products, are actually very problematic because the Philippines has a history of colonialism, the Spaniards, and during their rule, the Spaniards made people feel inferior due to the color of their skin, and that those negative repercussions survive today. There's a big problem with colorism in the Philippines. However, that was one article. So I don't know. I really don't know whether or not these types of products are, a big issue in the Philippines. If it is, if people really feel ashamed about being darker, well, that's unfortunate. That's really sad, if that is the case. But if it's, in that country, if it's not a big deal, then, it is what it is. Here, it would not really fly. So I just thought that was interesting. So let me know. I'm interested to hear, from people who are from there. All right. So let's dig into these snacks. I got here in front of me. Let's try the Lobster Crackers. And the name of the brand it's Lobster. You see that? Lobster. And I'm not really sure. They might be making fun of people from New England, I guess, for the way they say lobster. If they are, that's kind of funny. That, yeah, Lobster. Anyway, let's give it a try. Oh, and I read the ingredients, and this product, as well as this product, has MSG. And here's another thing I want to ask. Does anybody know if MSG actually interferes with your sleep? Because I swear, every time I eat like shrimp chips have MSG or anything that has MSG, I feel like if I eat it right before bed, I have trouble sleeping. It affects my sleep. And I've tried looking it up, and they say there's no correlation or really any studies to show that it affects your sleep, but other people in my family experience the same thing with MSG. I don't know. But if you're a chemist, let me know. Clear some light. All right. So it looks like kind of like a shrimp chip. You know, same texture. There's some, like, it looks like some chili powder or something on the outer layer of this. So, guess it is supposed to be a little spicy, which, if it is, I'll like that. Okay. I like these. Really reminds me of a shrimp chip. The texture is exactly the same. And the way in which, like, a shrimp chip, and I reviewed a couple videos back if you want to see, I love shrimp chips. They're like one of my favorite snacks to have as any type of shrimp chip. These are very similar to a shrimp chip in that you get that taste of lobster. In the case of shrimp chips, it'd be chips, and it just kind of dissolves with the chip. They really pack in that lobster flavor, which is nice. Unlike the shrimp chip, these are spicy, which I like, and that goes well with the lobster flavor. Nicely dissolves in your mouth, just like a shrimp chip. I like the seasoning. I like the lobster flavor too. Now, do I like them as much as shrimp chips? No. I prefer, after trying these, I prefer shrimp chips. I just think that the combination of the chip with the shrimp is just much better than lobster. But I do like that this is spicy. I do think it's interesting. Would I buy it again? I'd say I'd buy it again. But the thing is that with this, I feel like, which is maybe a good thing, is that I'm eating a few right now, and after a few, I feel like, okay, I've had enough of that. Maybe I'll have a couple chips out of the blue if I just want a little snack in a couple days. You know, I'm kind of like, all right, I'm satisfied. Shrimp chips, I'll eat the whole bag. I'll eat the whole bag at once. I won't even know what I'm doing. I'll just, you know, wolf them down. I'm a big fan of shrimp chips, but this is good. You can taste the lobster. Same texture, same everything, except it's lobster flavor. And, you know, it does go well with, as a chip. So, pretty good. Lobster chips. All right. And this one's the Ding Dong snack mix. And this is like a combination of nuts, fava beans. It has some fava beans in it, which goes really well with some liver and candy. No? All right, never mind. But these are apparently a pretty popular snack in the Philippines. It has like a weird little like leprechaun elf thing and like this psychedelic shroom on the top. Can't miss the packaging. Oh, look at that. That was easy to open. I've been having some trouble lately with just opening bags for whatever reason. Open that with no problem at all. All right, so let's try these. So I'm just trying to get are these the green peas? Green peas now. Okay. They're good. I mean, it's kind of like a typical, like kind of like bar mix snack. They're not spicy. They have kind of a similar seasoning to a lot of like, you know, bar mixes that you buy at, you know, any American store. Oh, there isn't anything too like, you know, exotic about this. But it is good. Salty. I'm trying to taste like the peas. Like, the interesting thing about this is that it does have peas. Let me see if I can find some. That's kind of cool. Little peas right there. And you can taste them, like the seasoning on here goes well with the peas. They're nice and crunchy. I'm not like the biggest fan of just like raw or steamed peas. I don't know. This isn't my favorite vegetable, but this is good. It's seasoned well. You can taste like a little bit of the pea flavor, which makes it interesting. But the reason why I say this is just kind of like a, I don't know, just like a typical bar snack type of seasoning is that there's peanuts in here, and it feels like the peanuts just are really overwhelming, and they take up most of the flavor. So, it really does taste like I'm eating mostly peanuts. So just know that if you buy these, they are good. It's a nice snack mix. Nothing too exciting, but it is good. It's you know, be nice to have with like with a cocktail or something. Good bar snack. But I don't know, peanuts is just it kind of overwhelms everything else. So you can't really taste too much of the fava beans or the peas. But they do have like a nice little interesting flavor. So yeah, pretty good. Alrighty guys, well, thank you very much for watching. And I believe that next episode will be probably the last episode where I review Filipino foods, at least for now. I'll be reviewing other Filipino foods in the future. However, I believe that will be the end of the Filipino theme that I'm doing for this these last couple weeks. So, and then I'll be thinking about what I should do next. And please write in the comments which countries, brands of food you would like me to review. So thank you very much, and until next time.